be analyzing the pound dollar, the BTCUSD, and XAUUSD, which is gold. And of course, this is the BTC pound chart. But first, before we go into this, let's go to Forex Factory to see if we have any fundamentals coming up today. Okay, so yes, Forex Factory for today, you can see it Monday, January 19th, and of course, okay, yes, no, we actually have some major news coming up on Canadian dollar by 2:30 p.m., which is the CPI from Canadian dollar. I think that's the only major news that we have today. So there's no any major news from coming up from what's it called from the United States dollar. So that's it. Let's go straight to our analysis on the technical aspect of it, which is the what's it called the pound dollar. As usual, we already marked the recent high or our overall high. So we'll be marking the recent low where we're actually going to be focusing some attention on to see what really happens today on that zone. Okay, so here is the low that just got broken, and you can see is it really retest or are we seeing a break into that zone back? Let's go to the 15-minute chart to see if we are likely to continue on the bearish aspect of it, or are we seeing a movement straight into that zone? Okay, so from what we can see, right here, we can't really categorically say we are seeing a break of structure because the structure actually still intact around this level. But then if you can see a break below this zone, then we'll be more than glad on going short on this. A break below this, then we'll be more than glad on going short on this particular market right now. So on our pound dollar, I think the best is just to keep fingers crossed. Otherwise, we might be forced to go into the long trade. So just keep your fingers crossed and see what really happened. Remember, today is Monday. The market is just balancing from what happened over the weekend. So let's just keep fingers crossed and see what happened as the days goes by. Remember, we do this every single day. So tomorrow, that's going to drop analysis. And if you see any trade that lasts, we definitely keep you posted with it. So that said, go to the next one, which is going to be the BTC USD. Remember, that's been open all through the weekend, of course, on Saturday and Sunday. And the BTCUSD has been open and even still available to trade for the retail traders. So let's still see what really is going on BTCUSD. From what we can see currently, it seems that the BTCUSD has been to be is currently on the bearish aspect of it, where it has come back to the 92,000 level. So we see a continuation back to the next level, which is the what's it called, the 90,000. This is around this zone. So let's see if they are coming back to the 9,000 or are we moving back. Remember, since we're already in this zone, so that means there's already a change of structure from the bullish down to the bearish. So now are we seeing on the bearish part of it moving next to this zone? Are we seeing likely of moving above this? Remember, we are taking of bullish trend only when we happen to break above this level. That's the only time we are taking of big going bullish on what's it called? Oh, sorry, please. That's the reason I think of we are going bullish on BTC Otherwise, we're currently on the bearish aspect of it. So going to the 15-minute chart to see if we are seeing change of structures on the bearish pattern. Are we seeing a change of structure giving us the market change of structure still into the zone? Definitely for now, no, we can't see any current change of structure. So just keep fingers crossed to see what happens as it goes by. Probably if we can see a break into this level, then be more than glad on going short on this. But so long as it's in this level, there's no really structure. You can just see this movement into the zone. There was no warning or there was no any information of the likelihood of the market being bearish. But then going to this zone and then you can see this plus a momentum candlestick, which is totally indecisive. We can't make any decision on this right here. So the best option is just to wait for a break out above this or to wait a break out of this. So that's it on BTC fingers are crossed. So let's go straight to gold and see what really is happening there. And of course, looking at already similar to that of what really happened on BTC USD. All right, so let's clean off everything so we can have a better clear chart, which is around this level. Okay, so I think this is still actually very much valid. So now both of these gives us a new option of a new high, which is definitely this level around here. So Imadi is already on the bullish side of it, so that means you should be looking at for more bullish movement on gold for today, except you see a break back into this zone where you can target at this next level. Otherwise, breaking above this sends a good bullish trade for us for the rest of today. All right, let's see if we can just see maybe a change of structure on the bullish aspect, more like the market giving us a pullback into this zone, because going long on this level means your stop is definitely going to be definitely below this level. So let me say if you can get a break below this into this zone right here, then you can be more than glad on going long on that. So that's it. That's going to be the end of the analysis. And of course, on gold, pound dollar, and BTCUSD. Remember, we do this every single day. Dropping analysis on what we're looking at on each single day. That said, I wish everyone a profitable day trade ahead. Please stay safe, trade safe, and remember, never risk more than you can afford to lose.